why you should be using Google Voice. That's what you're about to learn in this video. Um, Before I show you what I want you to see real quick, um, I've started using Google Voice a couple years back. I was actually introduced to it by a friend of mine, and they had some cool concepts and ideas that they used it for. It does things that I didn't even know. And the thing that I'm going to show you about why you should be using it today is something extremely critical if you are the type of person that's involved in some type of business, you get onto a lot of calls, or you have a mentor that you talk to on the phone. You definitely want to be using this for that particular reason. Now, before I get into that and show it to you, um, I just want you to know that you can use this for multiple reasons. One reason you want to use Google Voice is because you don't want to plaster your main cell phone number or house phone number out all over the internet. So you use your Google Voice phone number, and then you can screen the calls because it'll come into your cell phone or to your house phone, wherever you want it to go, and then you can determine whether you want to answer it, or you can actually press I forget which button it is, but you can press a button and send them to voicemail, and you can still listen to what it is that they have to say while they're leaving the voicemail. So in the event that it sounds like it's important, you can actually interrupt the voicemail and answer right while they're still talking. So that's one cool thing about it there. Let me log in here real quick and show you what is going on back here. Now, I'm not going to show you how to set this up and all that stuff because that's not what this is about. But you can see here my inbox is full. I have 30 messages, and these are just people who find me on the internet and they want to know more about my businesses and stuff. So not only am I capturing information by on here, but it's being transcribed for me as well. So a lot of the time the transcriptions aren't really the best, where you can't really necessarily see the info. I mean, a lot of the times the transcription is not written properly because dictation devices and things that dictate what a person is saying aren't usually very accurate. But uh, the thing I want to show you here is recordings. Now, if you click on settings here, click on settings right here, and you click on the calls tab after you've gotten this set up. Click on calls. If you scroll down here, you'll see call options. It says enable recording. So you want to click on that to make sure it's checked off like that right there. And then enable recording. And then it has 4 in parentheses. Now, what that means is that whenever you're on a phone call, if you press 4, you can record that phone call. Okay? Now, why is that important? I'll tell you why. Now, one of the people that I worked with in another business that I was in, for some dumbass reason, would do the some of the best conference calls I had ever heard. I mean, you'd be fired up, you'd be motivated to go out and take action. He give you some of the most valuable tips possible, but he wouldn't record the conference calls. Now, why he wasn't recording these calls, I have no idea. But it's dumb in my opinion, because the value that he was giving away in these conference calls, if he was recording these calls, he could archive those calls in the back office of his training website, and his teammates would be able to get value from what he shared weeks, months, even years ago. But since he's not smart enough to record the conference calls and let people even the new people that come in after the fact, because everybody on your team is not going to be in your business at the time of the conference call. So if it's not recorded, all of the value that you shared with the world that day is just gone. And that's just dumbass to me. And I apologize if I'm offending anybody, cursing or whatever, but I really don't care. But so anyway, now This is why you want to record them, because when you get on a conference call, say for instance you get on a recruiting call, or you get on some type of conference call that's done for your business. I'm speaking specifically to the people who are in some type of business right now. If you get onto some type of training call, conference call, whatever the case may be, and you never know if they're recording that or not. So why not take the extra step and record it yourself? That way you'll always have it. You can listen to it as many times as you want. You can download it. You can play it on your iPhone or whatever you want to do, but you need to record stuff like that. Another example, I had a conversation today with one of my mentors on the internet. I posted a post on Facebook about it. We spoke for an hour and 15 minutes. Extremely valuable call. I wrote on Facebook that some people would pay $500 for this call, but in all honesty, the breakthrough that I got from the call, I think that it was worth $1,000. And I got this call for free because we're business partners. Now, had I not used my Google Voice phone number one, I wouldn't have been able to record this call unless I used my other tool that I use to record phone calls and stuff. Now, this is my little digital recorder that I use when I need to record phone calls and stuff in the event that, or when I go to events, like if I go to conferences or conventions, I take this with me and I wear it around my neck. And it records up to like 20, 30 hours worth of stuff. And then when I'm ready to download it, I just pull it out and I plug it into my computer and upload all of the stuff. But why do that when I can just do it on a Google Voice phone call if I'm recording a phone call? So that call that I got today that I recorded was incredibly valuable. So I just want that to be known, guys, that if you are not using Google Voice this way, you are missing out on so much training and things, because there's only so many notes you can take in a call and actually comprehend what's being said at the same time. So why not record it, take notes on the second time when you listen to it, and already on the second time you're going to catch things that you didn't catch the first time. So that's it for this particular tip here. I hope it makes sense to you. I hope you got some value out of it. And this is Rondell. I'm signing off. And before I go, I almost forgot. If you thought this was a cool tip, I have something that's extremely valuable that you should look at. And if you don't see a link in the description for this video or below the video or anywhere, just go to this website. Go to wegetpaidmore.com. Because if you thought this was cool, when you see that, you're going to be like, oh man, this dude is on to some stuff. So I hope you got some value out of this, though, all of you who, especially my marketing friends out there. Download Google Voice or use Google Voice and record all of your important phone calls, because if you don't, you're missing out on a lot of value. All right, so that's it, and I'm out of here.